Beth, can you hear me? You hear me? Okay. Can I not hear you for some reason? No, I guess I can't hear you. I don't know why. Let's see. Microphone. More. Comment, layout, private chat. Are you muted? I don't know why either. Are you muted, honey? Well, if you're muted, hi Pam, hi Teresa, hi Stacy. Okay, well have fun, Teresa. Stacy. Beth, now that I have you, go out and come back in. Okay.
Now, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
I was muted, but I didn't know how to unmute it.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
But it's okay. I'm good now. So
Well, we're good now. That's all that matters.
that's all that matters. We're here.
Okay, so okay, I got my little ram and its two little horns. Yours looks like a cloud.
I think mine looks like a Teletubby.
A Teletubby. He's got clouds for hips.
Well, those are his ears.
Oh, those are his ears. I'm sorry.
I'm going to work on his ears while we're here.
Oh, hi, Sherry.
I'm going to work on his ears. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Pam.
Oh, gosh. Well, this is my little guy. He doesn't have face yet, but he's got two little pig ears. I didn't make his ears long enough, so he's got two little pig ears.
Now,
And
here is something that you probably may not have realized, but you can cut your felt and it will stay felted underneath because you've stitched.
oh, yes,
So
I did realize that.
if you have
Yes,
to
I did
cut
realize that.
your ear off to put it back on over here, that's allowed. So just thought I'd share that with you. So they need to go up closer to the rams.
Yeah, up to his little horns. Yes, there you go, like that. I'm still trying to get this side to be as puffy as this side. See this side,
little plastic
he poofs out over here, and this side is.
Yeah, I showed him to Becca, and she didn't think it looked like a ram either.
Oh,
so I'm
it looks like a little cloud.
I'm making another one. I'm going to put 4 legs on it.
Oh, all right.
I'm going to make another one, and this is what I've got so far.
All right. Well, I'm still trying to get his bangs right. Because, see, this is the picture we're trying to do, folks. This picture right here. This is what we're trying to get our little ram to look like. And I think I'm a little closer than... I think I'm a little closer than Beth is. But I made his ears a little too high. And I need to bring his ears down a little bit so that I can bring his horns down a little bit. I haven't attempted the face yet. But I think I finally have the body okay. He's got one little paw there and one little paw there. Yep, his little paws.
And then Becca was trying to argue with me and said, we're supposed to have 4. Nope, not according to Kellyanne.
Not according to the picture. According to the picture, see, even sideways and backways, he just has those 2 little ones in the front. See, just there in the front. There's not anything on the side, and there's not anything in the back. It just has those 2 little thingies in the front. This is, you have to remember, this is a Chinese or Japanese little felted amigurumi or agumigarami or amigurumi, or I don't know how to say that word anymore.
Gucci gimme.
A Gucci gimme?
It's a Gucci gimme.
It's a Gucci gimme? Okay.
Sounds funny. Sounds good.
I mean, I got his ears about as far over as I can get them without them being ears on his hips. I don't know. Okay. So now I have his little horns. They need to go over here. One over here. Comme ça. Et puis comme ça. Over onto the side like that. And I'm trying to do that, but every time I do it, look, see, I cut it off once to move it over, and it still ended up over here somehow. So I got a little brown spot. I don't have a blemish-free ram. He's got some brown on him.
Oh my gosh.
I can't use him as a sacrifice to the Lord. Because he's not perfectly blemish-free. Oh, they didn't use rams anyway, did they? They used lambs, not rams.
Yeah, they used.
Sorry, never mind.
Anyway,
so I guess
they don't do that anymore because that's what Jesus died on the cross for us.
That's true. That's true.
So yeah, they don't do.
That's so true. So I'm just going to attempt to put his little rammy horns in place here.
And I had the horns, I had them twisted where the white was twisted around like a candy cane, but it untwisted on me by the time I got them on there. So
Oh dear. Well, I made a teeny tiny flat little
cinnamon roll, cinnamon
I
roll.
made a little cinnamon roll. Yes, that's what I did. I made the cinnamon roll without the cinnamon. I put the cinnamon in after. So that's how I came up with, whoops, I'm going to lose him. That's how I came up with this little guy. Hi, Jazzy. How are you, honey? Good to
Hi,
see you.
Jazzy. Is this the same Jazzy as I used to know as somebody else? Same last name. Jazzy, do you know me? I, you know me, Jazzy? Okay. I know who you are.
Yay!
Sassy. She used to be Sassy Pants.
Oh, now she's Jazzy's Pants.
How are you, Jazzy? How are you?
There's one on. Now let's see if I can get the other one on. The other one I'm having a difficult time with because it's got this thingy here. I'm going to
We're
cut
just
this
poking
thingy
around a
out.
little bit tonight.
Yeah, this is Rammy Part 2.
Poking, just a poking.
This is Rammy Part 2. So did you finish your journaling by 5?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was all right. It wasn't anything to write home about.
Uh-oh.
You know, when Dana does her journaling by fives and she finishes, she's got completed pages that look really nice. And I
Yeah.
just can't get there. I can do a page, but when we're doing it as a game, I can't do them.
I don't like journaling by 5 for that same reason. They don't come out
No, they don't.
spectacular. They just come out like a blotchy mess, and I don't like
Yeah,
blotchy messes.
it's just a mess. So I ended up painting on them a little bit, and that helped. But
Mhm.
I did palm trees, and I know I can do a palm tree. So and
Right.
I had so many compliments on the dog that we did last night. Um,
Yep.
it was cute. It was cute, so I'm just gonna, I'll play, no problem. But I'm not gonna, write a book about it or anything.
No, not going to incorporate it into any of my real art.
And Dana is so funny. She doesn't like to play the magazine game, and
I don't
well,
it-
so she'll play, but she throws them
right.
in, right afterwards. She throws them right in the garbage can. And that's just the way I'm going to have to do my journaling by fives. I'm just going to have to throw them in the trash.
I'll play just for the fun of it, but
Yeah,
it doesn't look like anything fun.
yeah, that's what I'm doing. Playing for fun.
Okay, how's that look?
Oh, that looks good.
There's his
Oh
little
yeah,
horn.
they look good. You did
I
good.
just feel like they're crooked.
You can straighten them out a little bit. Uh-oh. So anyway,
Yeah.
there she comes back. You were swirling a little bit.
I was.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're
Thank you, Stacy. This little guy parts his hair on the side. See, this one parts his hair in the middle, right there. He parts his hair in the middle, but I got mine to be a little fancier, and he get his hair a little bit parted on the side.
Well, that's okay.
He's cute anyway. I like him. So are you starting all over, Beth, or are you going to finish up
Well, I'm going
Grammy
to.
number one?
I'll finish this guy, and then I might. I've got another one started over here.
Okay. Yeah.
Because after I get this ear on, uh,
Yeah. Because according to Gitchigumi rules, he's only got two little hands.
and yeah, and my hands aren't even straight.
Mine aren't either.
I'm gonna move his
Can
hand over
hardly see
here.
him, but
You can
one's a
pull
little bit bigger than the other.
you can
And
pull them off and reposition them.
no, I can't. They're really in there. I tried to start pulling him off, and it wasn't happening. But he's looking cute just the way he is. Now the only thing I have left to do is his cheeks, his nose, and I'm not doing any see on his nose they've got some embroidery. They embroidered a little X type thing in there.
Yeah.
And I think I'm just gonna give mine a little black nose. Because I've got this dark peach that I'm supposed to use for his cheeks. Maybe I'll use the dark pink for his little hands too, so we can at least see them.
That's what I did. I used that same shade, and it's a little
Yeah.
bit of a peachy coral peach looking. My
Yeah.
my pink wasn't exactly like yours because I just used what I had, but I could move his hand over a little bit.
Oh, Jazzy says, Beth, I'm the Jazzy from Michigan, not the one you said.
Oh, okay, 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 Jazzy. Thank you. Ter- I'm thinking the other girl's name is Teresa. Well, it's nice to meet you, Jazzy. You'll have to come over and watch me stream. So, yeah, there he is. Evened up the hands, fixed the little ears. Boo! Boo!
Looks like a little cloud.
He does. He looks like a little, one of those Teletubby clouds with horns.
You keep buffering, Jazzy. I don't know what to tell you except maybe refresh, go out and come back in, and maybe that will help you.
It could be the internet, because we just had a great big hairy storm that went through here, and it lasted about 10 minutes, and then it went straight out to sea.
Oh, wow.
It was a big dark storm, and the lights flickered here.
Oh, well, they didn't do no such thing over here, but we've had sunshine all day.
Yeah, it amazes me how all the internet works anyway. It's just magic.
Ho, 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 it's magic.
You know.
Never believe it's not so. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do.
Well, Kelly Ann, what do you
Yes.
like? What do you do when you're not streaming?
When I'm not streaming, I'm watching other people's streaming
Yeah, me
and
too.
crocheting and paper quilling and bead weaving and prompt alongs and
Arting all day, every day.
pretty much.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes I'm doing nails or pedicures
Oh, okay.
for the little old ladies that can't reach their feet anymore. And
Yeah, like me.
oh, you live a little too far away from me, honey.
I know, I know. I go get mine done Monday.
Yeah. Well, I go to their homes so that they don't have to go out. These are the
That
ones that
that's
these
nice.
yeah, these little old ladies, my babies. I call them my babies.
Of course. Well, uh, I have been in the nursing profession all my life. I was a nurse's aide, and I
Mhm.
worked in the hospital for 10 years. And
Mhm.
I get, as a matter of fact, I need to call them. I get retirement for working over 10 years at the hospital. I get a little pension, an extra little pension.
Oh, nice.
So I need to do. I sign up for Medicare this year, so I'm trying to get paperwork done. But anyway, I did that, and then I worked for a chiropractor for 10 years,
Mhm.
and I love taking care of helping people. And then after I did that, I married Joe, and I started helping people at home and doing
Yep.
personal home care at home.
Yep.
And I would go to their homes, and uh, after the first year, I had to decide what I was going to do. Am I going to be their housekeeper or am I going to be their caregiver? And I had to pick. I couldn't do both. I couldn't be a housekeeper and
Right.
do personal care. My forte was caring, and
Right.
I knew how to take care of people, and I knew how to fix them up in the house to make it safe and to make it easy for everybody. And if you have to move your bed around to make it easier to get to the bathroom, you do that, and just
Right.
different
Yep.
things. But anyway, I got into home health by kind of by accident. My girlfriend from church said, "Well, I have a girlfriend that needs her mother needs some help, and she didn't know what she's going to do." And I said, "Well, I'll go and talk to her." I said, "I don't do that kind of thing. I'm going to get an office job." And I started working for her, and she needed physical therapy. And we walked around the block. She had to hang on to me, and
Yeah.
we did. We walked around the block, and her husband would go to the grocery store and get what they needed, or he would go get a haircut. And he every day he went somewhere, and didn't matter where he was going, but he went somewhere. It was either to the bank or to the grocery store or to the pharmacy or to the mall, uh, just something, just to get out of the house. And then I'd stay with her for a couple hours, and when he'd come back, he was all refreshed, and he'd take care of the rest of the way. Well, it turned out that little job turned out to be full time after a while. And
Yep.
he because I told him, I said, "I can't do this job full time." I said, "I need something full time. I'm too young to be part time." I said, "I have to work." He said, "Oh, I understand." And he said, "Well, what did they pay you at your last job? I'll match it." And I said, "Well, I said, well, that helps." And he was a retired dentist, and and technically she belonged in a nursing home, but if he could get
Right.
good care at home and he could pay for it, he was going to do it, and he paid me good. So I said, well, I'll work for you until until I find something, until while I'm,
Mm-hmm.
well, it never happened, and it turned into full time. So, and he was a great employer. He ended up, he was paying me cash, but he had an accountant, and he turned all my money in so that I got Social Security on it, and
Oh.
he paid for my Social Security. It didn't come out of my paycheck. He paid it out of his pocket. So, and then when I go on vacation, he would flip me some vacation money. And then I would, Friday come around and he'd flip me an extra 20 for gas. Or the perks were great, and the family was great. They treated me like family. I was able to, when we sat at the table to eat, I wasn't in the kitchen. I was at the table with them.
Oh, that's
Like
nice.
they treated me like family, and I treated them very well as well, and I got to be with her till the very end, and so I started doing hospice care, and um, and I did that for about 10 years before we moved down to Florida. So. And I turned everything in, so I got credit for it, even though a lot of it was still part time. But I still got
Mm-hmm.
credit. I still got credit for it for when I retire and start collecting Social Security. So, but I got into hospice by accident, but I was good at it, and
Mm-hmm.
I was professional, and uh, I just did everything by the book. I took care of her, and when he'd take her out, he built a wheelchair handicap ramp out the back door and build her a back porch just for her to sit on to roll the wheelchair out on. And then
Mm-hmm.
and he made the ramp to go out to the car so that she could still get in the car. And then when she couldn't get into the car, I got her a dial ride driver's license so that they could pick her up on the bus and we could still go to the doctors. And so when she went to her last neuro doctor appointment, she had uh it was a Parkinson's. It was a type of Parkinson's without the shaking.
Oh,
She didn't
okay.
have to shake. It was a sister disease to Parkinson's, and it had to do with the supranuclear in the brain and the basal ganglia brain, and it was very technical. But I took her to the neuro doctor in the Dial-A-Ride, and of course I would not let her go by herself because she couldn't talk that well. She couldn't get it out. She knew everything going on, but she couldn't talk a conversation.
Right.
She could say yes and no. She could answer, and stuff. And she was trapped inside, and it wasn't a stroke, but it wasn't the
Yep.
other Parkinson's, but it was in. She was in there, and the doctor said he looked at her and he looked at her husband, and the husband drove and met us at the door, and then we went into the doctor's appointment, and he looked at me and he looked at her and he said, "How did you get her here?" Because she was absolutely non-mobile. She was in a wheelchair. She was
Right.
could not have gotten up out of the wheelchair by herself. I used a Hoyer lift, which is a device to help her get her from the bed to the
Yeah.
chair,
Yep.
and
Little
it's
hoist.
a little hoister, little thing, and he knew, he could see, he could tell. That's cute, Kelly, and that's cute. You did good. So he said, I said, well, I said, I've been doing her care at home, and I called Dial-A-Ride, and I got her on the bus, and we came to see you. And he says, okay. He says, it's like you do realize that she probably belongs in a nursing home. And and I and I and we looked. Mr. Deal looked at me. Dr. Deal looked at me, and I looked at him and says, "We know. We're doing her hospice care at home." And he
Mm-hmm.
said, I think you should call hospice. He says, but I'm going to come and see you next on your next visit in next month. I'm going to come see you at the house. Now, doctors don't make house calls anymore,
No,
but
they don't.
but this doctor wanted to see what was up, what kind of gig we were doing at home, and it was
Mm-hmm.
completely first class, 5 star. We turned the dining room in the breakfast room turned into a bedroom, and
Mm-hmm.
there was a bathroom, but she didn't get up and go to the bathroom anymore. She went on the potty chair, so everything was taken care of, and I already had a hospital bed. I had her in a hospital bed, and he says, "Well, I think it's time to call hospice." And I said, "Okay." I said, "We'll call them." I said, "But I'm not. They're not coming in to do anything. I'm doing her care." And he said, "Cause we both said we want to do her care. We don't want strangers coming in and out." And the doctor understood. So I called hospice and signed up, and they came out and did all the paperwork, and they insisted that I we trade hospital beds for their bed to my bed, you know, so that it's their bed and they can charge for their bed. And I said, "That's the most stupidest thing I ever heard of." And I said, "If I ever have to do it again, I will refuse it to this day." That she was already in a bed. Why change her and do all that rigmarole when she was already in a bed? Oh,
It's ridiculous.
it was it was it was absolutely pitiful. And but anyway, I was just a hired help myself, so I had to do what they said, and we did. We did everything they said to do. They wanted a suction machine in there, and we were already doing, feeding her non-liquid items like pudding and thick soups and stuff, and they wanted us to use this thickening agent, so we got it and we did what they asked us to do. But I didn't call them in until the day we needed them. And,
Right.
but it was such a joy to take care of them. And then a couple of years later, he needed help, and I went back to help him, and in the same house.
Yeah.
And he wasn't driving anymore. So we would go to the store, and he did good in the store. He pushed that buggy around, and that was his cane. He put the cane in the buggy and pushed the buggy, and he knew what groceries he wanted, and I just followed him around. But I took care of him, and then it was time. He was in the hospital. He had a heart attack, and he ended up going to a nursing home. That is so cute, but I don't know that I would use that on a keychain. I would hang him up in the house.
Yeah, it's just a little hangy decoration.
Yeah, yeah,
Same thing I did with my little bee guy.
yeah.
It's just a little hangy
Yes,
decoration
yes.
so that I could hang it up.
Yeah, I still got my little bee here. He's hanging up here. He's
That bee is so cute.
I don't think we're going to ever top him. This little guy here, he's so ugly. He's cute. I think his ears are too big.
Well,
But
there's
they
my
look
bee and there's my ram.
but they look better. Yeah. Yeah, I like your part. Now I could do some more on his hair. I could do that. Oh dear. And you know what else would be cute is I've got these pins. You could take these pins and
Mhm.
cut them off, put a dot of glue on, and then put that in for his eyeball.
Well, that's what they gave me. They gave me
Oh, okay. Well, see, I didn't have that kit.
yeah, see they
So
gave
I could
me
do that with his eyes, and he would have black eyes like that, like this one.
yeah.
Okay, I'll do that. I've got two black ones. I can do that. And I've got my wire cutters. I'll cut them off. Then I put a dot of glue on them before I stick them into the animal. That'll be cute.
Yeah.
So,
So my little Rammy is done.
yep, I think mine is too. I'm going to sew a topper to them to hang them up with. I've got
I have a
some.
lot more wool left over on this one than I did my bumblebee bee.
Yeah. Well,
I
hang
got
on
the
to
light
it.
brown, the dark
You'll,
brown. I got all this light pinky peach
yeah. Well, you'll use
color.
it for something else.
Yeah, I'm gonna save it. I'm not throwing that away.
Yeah,
I
it's
went and
expensive.
priced some wool. Holy Hannah banana. That
Yeah.
wool is kind of expensive.
It's like what, $4 a pound?
Yeah, I don't know, but it was expensive for me anyway, for my budget.
Yeah, it is. Now there's a kit that you can get that has a variety of colors in it, and that
Yeah.
would probably be up your alley. And you've got there's like 20 different colors, and they're all in little
Oh,
tiny baggies. I'll look for a link for you and send it to you. There we go. I'll have to look for a link after a while, and I'll send you a link to look at
yeah.
them, because I'm pretty sure they're not that expensive for a little. It's a little bag, but you got like 30 different colors of wool. And you can find the wool at Hobby Lobby, but they don't have a variety. There's just a little bit.
Yeah, I have found some found some on Temu.
Yes. That's probably going to be your cheapest route right there. But you have to look at the ounces, because they'll tell you, there's a difference between 1 ounce versus
16 ounces. Yeah, exactly.
0.1, where the decimal is, and that means it's less than an ounce. Yeah. I pay about $4 an ounce, and I buy it by the ounce.
Mm-hmm.
But I've got much of it in there. I don't have to worry about that for a while.
Yeah. Hi, Dana. Would you like me to keep felting? As I have a little bunny
You have
that
a
I could
bunny?
start. I have a little bunny
No,
I could
I
start.
need to get off and go find Joe.
Okay, you can get off and go find Joe. That's fine.
But thank you for letting me show Dana your little ram.
Oh,
Because
my
I
little
showed you
ram.
mine, and they said it looked like a Teletubby.
Yeah, yours looks like a
It's got
Teletubby, but mine looks like a little ram. Oh, you mean in the future? Yes, I am going to keep felting. I like it. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna like get into it and make tons and tons of different sculptures and stuff, but I do like it. I'm going to continue it as a little hobby.
Cookie cutters are your friend.
Yeah.
So if you have any cookie cutters, that is fun to do. I love to do cookie cutter ornaments, and they're flat. Have you seen them?
Yeah, you did a kitty for me.
Okay. So you can do flat things too as well. So with your leftovers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, you did a kitty for me.
Yes. Okay. And that's homemade spun yarn.
Yeah, you told me you spun the yarn yourself.
So it's chunky, and I call it party yarn. It's just
party yarn.
To party with.
Yeah, I keep my little. I have a little art light over here, and I keep the kitty and the bee, and now the little Rammy will all be over here by my little art light. I love that little bee. Your little bee came out so cute.
He did.
Mine looks like a cigar.
Well, mine does too if you look at the back like that.
Mine looks like a cigar. It's
Okay,
funny
well,
though, the picture of the bee is supposed to look round like this.
that's all right. It's all right. We're
Yeah.
learning. We're
Well,
learning
thanks for
together.
joining me, Beth.
Thanks for having me, and I'll see you soon. I'll come and
Okay.
listen in a little bit. Bye.
Okay.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
So now what am I going to do? I'm going to take a sip. And, well, now I'm big. Now you can see my little Rammy better. I think he's so cute. And I can hang him up. I've got a little string to hang him up. He's so cute. Now what am I going to do? Now what? Now what? Now what? Now what? Now what? What am I going to do, Stacy? What am I going to do? I want to do something, but I don't know what I want to do. Well, I put those away, and I put that away, and I put this away. Whatever makes me happy. Oh. I don't know. I thought our part 2 was going to last at least an hour, and it's only been 40 minutes. So, maybe that's all. Stephanie is on SMB Designs. I think I saw her little blurb go up. I do a page in my green journal. No, I don't have the stamps yet. My next page is gonna I want to do some chalk and some stamp work. And I don't have the stamps yet, the right stamps. That's my next order on Temu, going in July 3rd. But I can show you what I have done, if I haven't already, because I'm sure I've worked in it a couple of times since I've seen you. Let me lift my camera up a little bit. I am not doing Beth Swap next month. I don't like those little wallet thingies, and I like doing ATCs, but I don't like doing the wallet thingies that they come with. And so I'm not going to do it next month. So this is my I still don't know what I'm going to do with this beautiful little tiny little thing. I keep it right here so I don't lose it. There's my sticker that Pam gave me. And there's that first page that I did. I think everybody has seen this first page. Maybe I can bring it down a little bit. Hello, Zavalza. And, let's see, what else have I got? Oh yeah, I have an ATC in there now, with the sticker word dream on the other side. And then I have, oh, I put a different seahorse. I made another seahorse, a different seahorse with some coral, as opposed to the first seahorse I did, which is way back here somewhere. That looks like, this is the this is the duck rooster seahorse. This is the duck rooster seahorse. You had a busy 2 weeks, Myra? There's another piece of coral that I crocheted. So I did some crochet stuff and I put it in here, and I'm trying to see if I did any regular pages. This is another ATC card, Under the Sea. Let me lift it up so you can see it a little bit better. Darusta horse. Yes, that's what it is, a Darusta horse. And I think, yeah, it was just that second ATC that I put in since there, which I did on my own one day. I made a few. I made 3 of them, and I put one in here, and the other 2 are in my ATC stock. You like that? Yeah. This is my under the sea kind of, mostly seahorses, but under the sea life, an octopus's garden. I love this little journal. It's my favoriteest journal. Yes. I love the colors too. Oh, she's on at 8? Oh, okay, because it's only, yeah, it's like in 10 minutes at 8 o'clock my time. If she's on at 8 o'clock my time, that's like 10 minutes from now. Hi, Barbara. We were just wondering what we were going to do, Barbara, and I think we're all going to just sit and chat for a few minutes and then go see Stephanie. We're going to go hang out with Stephanie because she's going to be live at 8 with somebody, I think. So we're just chatting because I'll show you the little ram that I did. I finished up my little ram. See my little ram? See his little horns and his little ear? This one sticks up. I can't get it to flatten down. And this one flattens down and I can't get it to stick up. It won't stay up. But this is my little ram. Yeah, that's right. We can get ready to get on board the bus and then we'll all go raid Stephanie. But this is my little ram. Thanks for all the thumbs up, guys. I appreciate that. And then I was just showing pictures in my journal. Stacy's waiting on the bench. Because I didn't know what else to do. I thought doing the ram part 2 was going to take a lot longer than it did, but it didn't. So it's we got 8 minutes until Stephanie comes on. Okay, Myra. I'll see you in a little bit. The ram was sure to go. Let's see. I got over here. I have. Oops. A journal craft-a-lanch. This is a journal I made. It was a hardcover, and I liked the spine and everything, so I just put one signature on the inside, and I don't like the way these buttons here make the whole book stay open like this. just those buttons right there cause everything to be all smooshed, not smushed, but pop open. And this was just a piece of note paper that I put a little piece of lace on, and I made the tag. That's just a piece of washi tape. Because when I make my journals, and I leave enough room to write. I don't fill them with tons and tons and tons of stuff. I leave room to write or put pictures in. This is just in there to remind me that that's a pocket and not just decoration. That's a pocket there. That's the only reason that's there. And then this I want to put a picture on and have it be nicely framed. More room for journaling, and this nice little picture on the right, kind of a little bit of eye candy. Again, room for journaling. Ooh, cat hair. Room for journaling. A couple of little card tucks that I could write little quotes on. I love doing that. Oh, I forgot to put a picture there. Well, I guess I'll be putting a picture there. I know that now. I'll put a picture there. Some quotes. Some paper to write more quotes and more little journal notes. This is a hidden envelope pocket with a couple of little washi bits. I took a piece of wax paper, and every time I had a little tiny bit of washi, thank you, Barbara. Every time I had a little bit of washi, I stuck it down on the wax paper, and then next thing I knew, I had a piece of wax paper like this big, filled with nothing but little washi bits. And so I cut some shapes out of them, and I like them. They're kind of colorful. Again, just eye candy with a journal page. Eye candy with a journal page. This, you can't journal on this side because it's textured, and I like the feel of it. So I just kind of stuck that in there because I like texture. And you can't really journal on this one either, but you can like put a picture frame or something on a picture, not a picture frame, but a picture on here. I got some extra spaces to jot some notes and stuff. Every page has some sort of border edging on it that I did. Almost every page, not every page, but almost every page. This is a woven bookmark that I made out of paper that I wove. You were at a cat cafe? They actually have things like that? This is my little people house. And these are my little peoples. And if I cut a little slit there and then fold it back, they're supposed to be able to stand up. And I can put them anywhere I want in my little house. There's a little pet duck. And a toy clown. I don't know why I didn't throw that away. A little nutcracker. And some more toys. It's a little toy house and a teddy bear and a rocking horse. And the lawn. And it closes up again. It's a little cluster I made. just out of some flower punches, a little cluster. A nice journal page and oops, and a slide tuck. Slide tuck comes in on the side, slide tuck. And then this, I'm tempted to take off, hides a little secret notebook, but the buttons are too big. And I need to find some flatter buttons, I think. Part thrift shop, and the thrift shop helps to support the cat cafe. That is super cool. And then on this side, everything's reversed. All the journal pages are on the right, and the eye candy or places to put photos is on the left. I made a little notebook, follow your dreams. This is a little belly band type thing. And these, I can color. They're little cards to color. Someday I will color them. Here's my music page. A little music spot. Place to put a photo. My favorite page, the green page with the keys. Again, texture. Texture. Made this cluster in honor of my mom because it had coffee on it. And she loved coffee. And green was the color of the cancer that the color of the ribbon of the cancer that she died from. So I made a green ribbon there. And so I made that in honor of my mummy. And this was one of the Get Well cards that she had. And this was one of the Get Well cards that she had. It had a piece of note paper in the back. And she got a gift out of in a little gift bag, so I made a double pocket out of the gift bag. This is just a little note spot, another journal page, some more eye candy. I love this journal. It was just very, very simple. Side, whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be. Well, come on out of there. Some mandalas. And music is what feelings sound like. Let us love not in word or speech, but in truth and action. And this is a little origami goat. It's a little goat, but it's a little corner tuck. And this garden is a little bit of heaven because it has a little bit of my mummy in it. And that's that. Plastic Rolodex for $2. $2. It's after 8 o'clock. Is she on yet? Did anybody see the little blurb of her come on? Let me see. Live in 30 minutes, Wacky Wednesday, 32 minutes ago. She should be on. Let's see over here. She's not on yet, but almost. It's 8:03. Says she's supposed to be on at 8. So that's one of my first journals that I made. Long time ago, and I still haven't written in it because I don't like the hand position where those buttons are. I have to change out those buttons. She's not there yet. I'm a-waiting. So there's that journal. Want to see something really funny? This is the first journal I ever made. And look, I got a real thin last signature and a real fat middle signature and a not so fat first signature. I couldn't get them even. I couldn't get my signatures even. And this is the funny thing. That right there is me when I was 13. And I'm wearing one of my mother's dresses. My dad, the way his shirt is open, looks like he has a beard all the way down to his chin, but it's not. That's just his shirt. But yep, that's me when I was 13. LOL, whatever. So cool. Yeah. Yeah, this is the first journal I ever put together. My randomness is what I called it. I've written in this one a few times. Couple of different places I've written in it, and I go back to it every now and then and write something more. I swear, the person who finds all of my journals is going to have a heck of a time following the timeline, because I write in one journal for 6 or 7 months, and then I write in a different journal for 6 or 7 months, and then I write in a different journal for 6 or 7 months, and then I won't write at all for 6 or 7 months, and then I go back to the first journal for 2 weeks, and then I go to the last journal for 6 months. I'm all over the place with my journaling. But yeah, you random ass. Oh, wow, what the heck's going on here? I'm waiting for them to come on, and they haven't come on yet. Unless she's in a different time zone, and we're waiting for nothing. We're waiting for a long time for nothing. But the little blurb says 30 minutes, and it was 32 minutes ago. Let me see what the little blurb says. Yeah, it says live in 30 minutes, and that was 37 minutes ago. Unless there's a different one. Let me check. I check for you all, because that's the kind of person I am. Rosemary Morris. Me. And over here is... Nope. She's still not live yet. So what I'm going to do then is just end this, and we can all just wait for Stephanie to come on. I don't want to waste minutes if I don't have to. So I'll say thank you for joining me, and thank you for all the little compliments I got on my little ram. I appreciate that very much. Thank you for all the thumbs up. I appreciate each and every one of you more than you even know. And I hope to see you soon in chat someplace else. Bye for now. Meow. Bye.